Hello, thank you for checking out this video. Today I'm going to be doing a look that is inspired by Rockabilly, something I had never heard of before, but my lovely friend Wendy is having a birthday party, and for some reason I have all of these friends now that do theme birthday parties, which I kind of love. It's kind of right up my alley. You give me a reason to dress up and I am in. So the Rockabilly look today is going to be a dramatic cat eye, kind of a vintage look with a matte red lip. So keep watching to see how I did this look. So I completely started recording and forgot to turn on my ring light. So I'm starting over and it is a lot brighter in here, which I think I can adjust it, yeah, so it's not quite so bright. So to start, I used Clinique's Beyond Perfecting, and I did actually already put this on all over my face in the color Neutral. And this is great because it has foundation and concealer, so it has a lot of coverage. So if you're going to be going somewhere and taking photos that you want to look really good and cover up all your blemishes, this is a great foundation to use. And I thought it would be good for this look because I'm going to a friend's birthday, and so she wanted to do this Rockabilly theme, which I've never heard of before, but I did Google it. And it's a very vintage look with a cat eye, a red lip, and so I think a very full coverage, you know, not a lot of fanciness on the face would be great. Just very, you know, I have that idea of like a vintage gal who just looks perfect with completely just doll-like skin. Then next, what I did before I turned the ring light on was I used some of this Thank Me Later eyeshadow primer, and next I will be using the lovely Gwen Stefani palette. So to set that eyeshadow primer, I am going to use the color Stark and just put that all over both of my eyelids, all the way from the eyelid to the brow bone. And you could already see on this eye, the eyeshadow primer was creasing just a tiny bit, so setting it with some kind of neutral eyeshadow definitely helps. Which for this look we're doing neutral eye anyway. Next I'm going to be using Blonde, which I love from this Gwen Stefani palette, and I'm going to use that right under the eyebrow on both eyes. And next I'm using bath water all over the lid. And I did blend that bath water up above the eyelid a little bit too. And I'm going to use Anaheim in the crease, just a little bit. So of course I had planned to start this makeup look like 40 minutes ago, and everything always just takes me so much longer than I think it's going to. And it's a Friday night when I'm filming here, and after a work week you just kind of end up exhausted and you don't want to do anything at all. And I'm going to use a little bit of bath water underneath the eyes also. Alright, so those were just some super neutral eyeshadows. You could use any neutral eyeshadows you want. You could just use one all over to give us something to work with, because the main thing about this look is going to be a dramatic cat eye. Staying with the vintage theme, I'm going to be using this Caitlin Gel Luxe eyebrow, and the color is Espresso. This definitely gives that painted eyebrow look, which is what I want to go with this theme, because I'm looking for that kind of vintage, very like painted on, perfect look. And this is nice. It comes with a brush that does work very well with this product. So basically you can just use the brush, and it's like a gel pot, but what's really nice about it is it's a very thin consistency. I wasn't used to working with such a short brush, but it definitely works. It's definitely a good quality brush, and it's kind of nice that it's all in one package. You don't have to buy it separately. So now I'm just going to do the eyebrows. When you are doing a super dramatic brow like this, I feel like one of the keys, unless you just had your eyebrows, you know, plucked or waxed or whatnot, and they're absolutely perfect, one of the keys is that, you know, you're putting this where you want that dramatic brow. And if your brows are not absolutely perfect, you know, we're trying to like paint in that perfection, and if there is a stray hair or something, you do not necessarily want to apply the product there. You just want to put it where you want those dramatic brows. And I mean, this is super dark, but I love it. It is a really dramatic brow, but it's fun. It might not be something you'd want to do every day unless you love that vintage look every day. But I mean, it applies very nicely. I really do feel like this is painting on your brows. And for this look, I'm even going to elongate my brow a little bit more than I normally would, because I think it's going to be fun for this kind of vintage look. So there is one eyebrow done. Ooh, look at that, it's pretty dramatic. Difference just with the brows, or just with one brow. So there is one eyebrow that is done with the Kaylin Deluxe eyebrow. And so there we have it. Two super dramatic eyebrows, and I have not done eyebrows like this in a very long time, and I really like it. It gives you a completely different look with those like just super dark eyebrows. So very fun. Friday night fun. I am feeling better already and more awake. So next up is going to be to try to tackle a super dramatic cat eye. Obviously this will be in black. So to start, I will be using my Clinique Brush On Cream Liner in True Black. And I like Clinique. I've used Clinique for a long time. It's great if you have any kind of sensitive skin or allergies. I don't only use Clinique, but you know, I still use a lot of their eyeliners. Love their quick liners for every day. Super fast and easy to put on. And I love getting their free gifts, so I think that's why I picked up this cream liner. And I'm using a brush from Target. It's just a little Sonia number 107, a little eyeliner brush, which makes this process a lot easier. I definitely think I don't know if this is in camera very well, yeah. I definitely think this, the kind of angled liner brush is a lot easier to use. I see a lot of people in the tutorials using those, like an angled liner brush and doing these amazing cat eyes, and it just wasn't working for me. I think this little liner brush is a lot easier to control. Partially I think because it's a lot smaller, So go ahead and just get, you know, some liner on your brush, and then so starting kind of in the corner of my eye, and then I'm gonna do a little line just kind of going out towards the end of my eyebrow. In this case I did my eyebrow really long, so I might do it a little bit more like up angle. Okay, and we can build that up, but I just wanted to get something kind of small in there to start. And this part isn't so bad. You're just kind of filling in with short strokes a little line all the way across. All right, so now we want to build out this cat eye a little bit more. And I want it to be a little bit thicker, so I'm just adding Alright, so now just with a cream liner we've built out a pretty dramatic cat eye. Next step is I'm just using Wet n Wild, their Mega Liquid Eyeliner here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to actually put this on top to make it a little bit sharper, make it a little bit darker black, and it's going to be a lot easier to do. I mean, it's a lot easier to do the cat eye, I think personally, with this cream liner or gel liner, something similar, than, I mean, I've definitely, like, there are girls who can do beautiful cat eyes with just the liquid eyeliner. It's a lot harder, it's a lot easier to make a mistake that it's really hard to fix. So now that we already have that base, it's gonna be so much easier to go back with the liquid liner on top. And the liquid eyeliner helps to, like, if you need to smooth out any lines, what you need to be really careful of is kind of don't, like, I don't know how to say it, but that wasn't a good idea. The liquid eyeliner needs to dry, so just be careful to try to not, like, blink too much or blink too high, because if this eyeliner touches up there, it's gonna get all over and it gets really messy and not fun. The really tricky thing with the cat eye that probably, you know, maybe no one else will notice when you go out anyway, but the tricky thing is really looking at the angle of the line on this side and trying to get it to match. That is so tricky, and if you have a tip of how to make it always match, maybe it's just practice, let me know, because it is tricky. But basically just kind of look at the angle of the other one and try to do that first line and just match it so that they look the same. That is of course our goal, as always. So we will just attempt it here. And it's not perfect, but I mean, we can definitely work with it. So I'm gonna turn the camera off while I go ahead and finish up this other eye, and I will be right back. All right, so now we have the cat eye done on both sides, and the next thing I'm going to do is use Rimmel. It's Scandal Eyes in a kohl liner in the color Nude. I'm going to be using this on both eyes in the waterline. And this liner is just super easy to apply. It's very creamy, it's very inexpensive, which is always nice. So next I will be adding some mascara. I'm just using Clinique High Impact Extreme Volume Mascara. Just going to use a little bit of my MAC, it's medium. Mineralized skin finish, a little bit of powder. On this look, since we're going for that kind of flawless vintage look, you can definitely put on as much powder as you want. I'm just going to do a tiny bit of contouring using the Becca Low Light Sculpting Perfector, and this is already a very natural contour anyway, but we could still do. I always like to use a little bronzer because I look better tan anyway. I'm going to use the tiniest bit of blush. I say that all the time, at least I say it to myself. And then I get blush just all over. It's very hard to control. I'm going to use a little bit of Benefit's What's Up highlighter. Nothing too crazy, but just a little something. I actually think this is going really quickly, more than normal, so maybe I'm getting faster and better at doing this. Next up, let's do lashes. We all love our lashes. I'm using our Dell 120. It is a demi lash. It is beautiful. And because we're doing the dramatic cat eye, I did not want to get lashes that were too long. I've done this a lot where I do a dramatic cat eye, I do all these eyeshadows, and if you do super long eyelashes, you completely lose your cat eye that you worked so hard on in just like everything. So I tried to pick lashes that were shorter, that would maybe not compete quite so much with the cat eye. So we will see how it looks. And for me, I find with the demi lashes, I don't need to trim them. So I have not trimmed these lashes. And since we did the black eyeliner, I'm using the Duo eyelash adhesive in the dark tone. And just applying a little thin strip here. I like these lashes also because I love the Wispies lashes, and they look similar, but they look a little bit shorter, a little bit different shape. So I think I'm going to like them. Well, I have both eyelashes on, and I do really like the length. For the Rockabilly look, you do a red lip. So I'm going to use this Urban Decay. It's a 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil in Ozone. I'm using Riri Woo, which is a very pretty, it's a retro matte, which is oh so appropriate for our look today. And for the Rockabilly look, it's supposed to be a matte red lip. So I am super tempted to use some of my Viva Glam Rihanna lip gloss on top, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it here. I mean, I think we achieved our goal. It definitely looks like a vintage look here. So yeah, pretty fun. I'm liking it. So for this whole rockabilly look, pigtail, I think this is like rock slash hillbilly. So pigtails were one of my options, and a pompadour was another option, which I was not even going to try to attempt. And you know, you're supposed to wear one of these, I guess, like if you have a flannel t-shirt, not flannel t-shirt, flannel shirt. I live in Portland and I do not own a flannel shirt. I know, shocking. There are people in Portland who do not dress in pure neutrals and gray and look like hipsters. But anyway, not something I have. So I did have, of course, this adorable Barbie who was in the news this week, because we have a new curvy Barbie, which I think is awesome. So this, I think, looks though, it's like a little cardigan. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe. Check me out on Instagram. And I really need to come up with some kind of super inspiring end to my videos. And I'm just not sure what it is. So I'm gonna keep thinking about it. I'm gonna record the intro and then we'll get back to that. I think I'm just gonna say, stay beautiful, stay fabulous. I tried to do this for a silly face at one of those party photo booth boxes. And the guy tried telling me that wasn't funny. I think that is pretty funny. But anyway, don't go too crazy. Have a great week. Bye. Hello, thank you for coming by my channel. Hello, thank you for checking out my channel. Hello, thank you for... Alright, so I say alright all the time, I'm realizing as I tape these videos. I should clean that brush a little bit better.